So using the pink noise generator on the Storm, you know, no choice. 1/6 octave, microphone close. Using this audio mixer. That Behringer, it's got an effect unit on it, an effector. I might just turn it off. It's got an effects processor on it, which is kind of been kind of just give me a slight difference in the EQing or the frequency response as such. So let's put it onto that one, but that's only limited to 4-line input. XLR. So if I want to go to the other channels, I've just got to do some swapping around with the XLR leads. No big deal. $112. So it's like looking at the frequency and thinking, okay, what do I need to adjust? Given where the HF horns are to where the screen is. How does it appear down this end? Okay. Turn that one off. Turn that one on. So there's that one there. So the range more or less here, right there and there, all back there, is saying that, oh, that's probably too bright or sensitive. That might be the case, maybe. It's quite a lot of filters there if I have to do these with very narrow band filters. Even if I daisy chain the FBQs, that's only for the subs. If I got an array of FBQs, 2 of them daisy chained, that's 40 PEQ. That's not enough. So you know, some of it might do it and some of it might, but really just got to do the frequencies, because every frequency is pushing the other frequency band up and a few other things, but so turn the EQ on. It's not too bad. And it's still uneven. Still far from perfect. So all those bands need to be lining up. So 124. Still got a few bands there not lined up, a few dips, peaks. Moving the microphone just a fraction, a little bit, might bring some of these dips, might bring it up, might raise it up. On 48th, yeah, you need a lot of PEQ to do that. Let's slow that down a bit. Yeah. This is what I want to really do it in sort of like real time with pink noise, whilst looking at the analyzer, whilst listening, evaluating. Yeah, sure, frequency response is okay, you know, because it's all sine wave and they're all individual narrowband tones when it's going through the sweep. You know, I can't do the overlays there. It's a little bit difficult. Much less even get the, unless I make a multi-zone specific format. So when I use a different theatre mode, it would be, I could just pink noise anywhere in the room, sine sweep it, whatever. And then get a graph, do an electronical response, or do one that's in room or with the speaker, because ultimately the speaker. But then firstly you got to check the amplifiers. You don't know if the amplifier's got a roll off, or if it's flat, or if it's even slightly got a bit of an elevated boost on the. You know, no one knows. That's why you got to check all everything. I don't think they mention that. I'm not sure if it's mentioned in the. Was it the Storm or the Dirac or the Art, whatever it is. You know, I know the Behringer have got a slight roll off, so I'll just put a filter in and I'll just compensate. High pass filter, it's not a big deal. And then I've just got to check everything else, and then of course it's like the microphones. They're going to be just tiny little, you know, variable differences in. But ultimately, the speaker's got more ups and downs with the frequency response, and you need to have enough PEQ to handle. I mean, look how many PEQs there. Blimey, I put the flipping that. That's hundreds. That's literally from there, from this range here, all the way up to there. Oh crikey, that's hundreds literally. It's well over 300. I don't want to start counting. I counted the other one, 120, once was it 112, I think it was, or was it 1/6? It might have been 1/6. That's that one. No, not 112. That's half. Yeah, 1/6. I started counting the roughly from 20 down to around about here. I need about 40 PEQ filters just to address that. But that's only looking at a small part of the resolution. Till going in closer, like a magnifying glass. And it's like that. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal to address. You don't need one of these, you know, people coming. Well, some people probably want to pay that sort of money because they probably haven't got the time, or they can't be arsed, or they don't know how to do it. You know, it's just like a wiggly piece of string, yeah, and you just got to move it and push it around, and you know, when you do that and observe a wiggly piece of string on a table, and then observe what else goes on with it, you know, it's just sort of like that in some sort of respect. But no, it's going out. It's all doing all sorts of weird things. But it's not impossible to do. And it's like, you know, it doesn't take too long to do it.